Sorry. Didn't mean to touch it. Do you care if I take it off?
Man, it's yours.
Alright, I'll see you guys.
Yeah.
It's like seeing, a dream become reality in a way, because again, this is what I envision as my guitar. So coming up to it and seeing it displayed in that manner too, and seeing the interest from all the people around it it's unbelievable. The things that I always look for in an instrument is first and foremost quality of the wood. Anybody can say they're going to make a quilt maple top with mahogany back and an ebony fretboard, but where do you get these woods from? They could just be really soft and never stay in tune. Any change in temperature and you can't play it because the neck's gone, it's warped one way or the other. And so when I started looking at Jackson's, I had them actually send me a Japanese Pro line just to see, what the quality of their Pro line instrument is. And I was really impressed with where it was at, especially at the price that you can get them at. So that to me spoke volumes. And then when you look at the USA custom stuff, it's over the top. Jackson was absolutely the right choice because they stepped up right immediately and saw what I wanted to see in a guitar. And there was no, we can't do that, or no, I don't want to do that, or anything like that. It was, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, oh, you want it that way? Okay. Well, what about this maybe? And so that's why, Jackson there was no compromise from the get-go. First of all, I love this headstock, and I saw it first on the Soloist, and the only thing I wanted to do was reverse it, but it did a very important thing for me. I am a fan of reversed headstocks, but the problem you run into with a reversed headstock when you get 7 in line or 6 in line is that the low strings, because the string is so long, if you play on this side of the fretboard, you'll get sympathetic vibrations over here, and so they just start ringing out. And it's a big issue, to try and to tame those strings on that side. So the 3 and 4 or the 3 and 3 solve that issue. That's way too short to ring out. It won't start vibrating. The Planet Waves tuners that we have on the USA Custom, I just think they're great tuners. They're really smooth. They're always accurate, and the fact that they trim the string for you is just an added bonus. So. The Ebony Fretboard, that was more of a Jackson input idea. I had no opposition to it, but when I tried the first prototype that they had sent me, the sound was definitely there. So the Ebony I thought was great. It sounded awesome, and it's the color I like. What I had been doing prior was dyeing rosewood black, which kind of leaches all over your fingers sometimes and stuff like that. And so the Ebony for me was a great fit, and the quilt maple binding, I just think it looks great, and it's easily visible in dark lighting, which if you're on stage is very well the case a lot of the times. The 12-inch radius on the fretboard, I've always been a big fan of curved fretboards, and I've gone from both extremes, because being a classical guitarist, typically those fretboards are exactly flat. There's no curvature to them at all. And then I've spent some time on a violin too, which is probably like a 6-inch radius or something like that, or even less. And I find that I would gravitate towards the violin type of fill more than anything. So I really like the radius there. Quilt maple top, mahogany back is really pretty much a standard. The two woods kind of balance each other out. The quilt maple top is a really heavy wood, so you get a lot of brightness out of that. The mahogany is a little bit more warm sounding, so kind of complements each other. Had to have a killer tremolo, so I went with the Floyd Rose Pro, and I can't wait to see what this thing can do. It's a standard that's been around for probably over 20-25 years. So they've been tried, and they're definitely proven. So yeah, we got DiMarzio pickups, deactivator, and deactivators right now, but I am looking at potentially marketing my own signature series. So could be something very interesting.
I love it. It's great. I mean, you can just feel the balance, the way it sits. Like it doesn't want to drop at all on its neck. Yeah, it's awesome. When I look at the fretboard radius, I know it's a 12-inch, and I love that. I love the curved fretboard radius, and the flame maple binding, or the quilt maple binding, actually, I should say. It's awesome. And even the way they beveled that in is killer. Like from the top into the neck, so it almost looks seamless, as seamless as you could possibly make it. That's beautiful.